Woke culture has become a hot topic in recent years, influencing everything from entertainment to politics. It refers to a heightened awareness of social injustices, particularly around issues of race, gender, and identity. While the intent is to address inequality and promote inclusivity, it has sparked intense debate and controversy. Critics argue that it can lead to censorship, stifle creativity, and enforce conformity, while supporters believe it is essential for advancing social progress. But what happens when Hollywood legends start pushing back against this movement? The toughest icons in the industry are uniting to stand up against woke culture. Sylvester Stallone and Kurt Russell are leading the charge.
We saw each other at a party, and we got a chance to talk about it. Because we didn't get a chance.
Challenging the woke craziness that's taking over Hollywood and beyond. These two legends are making their voices heard and taking a bold stand against the current agenda. You definitely don't want to miss this. First, let's talk about Sylvester Stallone.
Hey! No! What's going on?
The famous actor known for playing classic American hero roles. He's been very open about his frustration with woke culture and isn't afraid to speak his mind. Recently, Stallone has been especially vocal about his criticism of this culture in his new work. His comments are quite bold. In a recent interview, Stallone was very straightforward. He made it clear that he doesn't want any woke culture on his new movie set. "It's refreshing in today's world," he said. "I won't have a bunch of granola moms and their soy boy husbands telling me what I can and can't do on my set with my crew." He also mentioned that wokeness doesn't belong in his work. Seriously, the boldness this guy shows is admirable. And that's not all. Stallone's issues with woke culture go beyond just his movie sets. He's also spoken out against the whole pronoun trend that's been gaining traction. In a standout moment from his new show, Tulsa King, Stallone's character delivers a line that perfectly reflects his views. "What the F is with the pronouns?" After this scene, you could practically hear the backlash from the woke crowd. It's refreshing to see a Hollywood figure who isn't afraid to speak out. Speaking of fearlessness, let's talk about Kurt Russell.
"I'm going to kill them all, sir."
Another Hollywood icon who's had his fill of woke culture. Known for his straightforward approach, Russell doesn't shy away from discussing gun control and the Second Amendment. In a well-known interview, he decisively challenged liberal views on gun control, not just questioning their arguments, but thoroughly dismantling them. Russell made it clear that he finds the idea of gun control changing a terrorist's mind utterly absurd. He said, "If you think gun control or something like that is going to change a terrorist's point of view, I think you're out of your mind." Exactly. He highlighted how unrealistic it is to think that banning guns will stop criminals from causing harm. They could still use knives, make bombs, or drive cars to inflict damage. His main point? You can't ban every dangerous item, and people need the right to defend themselves. In the end, it's about maintaining a balance between safety and freedom. Now, picture this: Sylvester Stallone and Kurt Russell teaming up. Imagine these two icons joining forces to take on the woke culture that's been stifling creativity and common sense in Hollywood. It's the ultimate anti-woke dream team. They're the dynamic duo we didn't know we needed, but are super excited to see together. Imagine the impact these two could make together. Stallone has been a Hollywood legend for decades. Embodying strength, resilience, and American values in roles from Rocky to Rambo. He's always been the ultimate tough guy who never backs down. Now, he's channeling that same intense spirit into his fight against wokeness. With their combined voices, they could inspire a major shift in Hollywood's approach to creativity and freedom. Kurt Russell, on the other hand, has always been a no-nonsense guy.
You tie a pony over here.
His iconic roles in movies like Escape from New York and The Thing have made him a cult favorite. But now, it's his off-screen persona that's making waves. He's not afraid to call out the craziness and hypocrisy of woke culture, and he's doing it with his signature style and confidence. Stallone and Russell are setting a new standard in Hollywood. They're proving you don't have to conform to the woke crowd to succeed. You can speak your mind, stay true to yourself, and still have an amazing career. And the best part? They're inspiring others to follow their lead. More and more celebrities are starting to speak out and stand up just like they are. One reason this duo is so powerful is that Stallone and Russell bring different angles to the anti-woke fight. Stallone is all about protecting his creative freedom, refusing to let political correctness control what he does on set. He's determined to create without being held back by woke ideas. Together, they're showing that you can stand firm on your principles and still thrive in Hollywood. Let's not ignore what's happening in Hollywood right now. It's been a mess for years, with woke culture causing all sorts of issues. It's refreshing to see people like Stallone and Russell standing up against it. They're not just speaking for themselves, they're giving a voice to many who feel the same way but are too afraid to speak out. But more than that, what they're doing in real life is incredibly important. By speaking out, Stallone and Russell are kicking off a major conversation about the impact of woke culture in Hollywood and beyond. They're showing that it's totally okay to question what's happening and stand up for what you believe in. Consider the recent Paris Olympics. The opening ceremony was quite unsettling, especially when an adult man appeared almost naked in front of a young girl. The fact that this was broadcast live on TV made the situation even more disturbing. Their courage might just spark a shift in Hollywood, encouraging more celebrities to speak out against the woke trend. It might be a long shot, but with Stallone and Russell at the forefront, anything is possible. Let's recognize the impact of Stallone and Russell's actions. They're not just entertaining us, they're setting an example. They're demonstrating that it's entirely okay to question the norm, push against prevailing trends, and hold firm to our convictions. Sylvester Stallone and Kurt Russell are taking a bold stand against woke culture in Hollywood. Their commitment to protecting creative freedom and expressing their views is shaking up the industry. By challenging current trends and staying true to their values, they're inspiring others to do the same.